Me and my ex went from good terms to breaking up in 24 hours, and it all starts with graduation. So I'm sitting in, graduating, all the people are getting called up. I get called up, people cheer for me. My ex gets called up, I cheer my ass off for her. And then, once everyone gets called and we do the cap throw, I go off, and the first person I try to see is her, right? And when I first approach her, guess who she's talking to? Her boy best friend. I go up to her, I say hi. She's like, "Oh, hi, Achilles. How are you doing?" Like, whatever. Then her best friend comes along, and once she sees her best friend, I'm not there anymore. I swear to God. Like, she just focuses her whole attention on her. And I basically just walk away. I go find my other friends, get some photos. She gets some photos too. I try to get a photo with her before we have a lock-in, which is that night at our high school. There's a lock-in. So I try to get the photo with her, but I can't do it. I text her, and on the way to the lock-in at the school from the graduation venue, I text her. I'm like, "Hey, can we please get a photo?" She's like, "Okay, yeah, sure, we can get a photo." She waits for me, and I get a photo with her in the gym, right, at the graduation lock-in. And then after that, we change, and then we get, to dinner, which is at the lock-in as well. And I sit next to her at dinner, and I tell her how I made me feel when, she didn't really like pay that much attention to me when her best friend came over. And she kind of just shut off. She didn't want to hear it. And so she went and hung out with her friends for that night. And so there's a ping pong tournament. And after my first game of the ping pong tournament, I open my phone and I see that my ex-girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time, posted on Instagram, posted on her story. And so I click her story, and it's her and her boy best friend, faces touching right next to it, with a whole paragraph of why he is the best person that's ever, affected her in her life. I see that, and my heart just sinks. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? And so I walk around, I try to find her. I see her a couple of times, but she's always either with her best friend or her boy best friend. And so then I see her once again, and I talked to her. I'm like, "Hey, like, why didn't you post me on your Instagram story? Like, that kind of hurt my feelings." And she's like, "Well, of course I was going to post you. Like, I was planning on it. I just didn't have time to edit it. I was going to post you." And then we go through that night, goes along. I don't really hang out with her. I was wanting to hang out with her. And then there's a magic show. And so in the magic show, of course, open seatings. She sits directly next to her boy best friend. I sit kind of behind her with my friend. And even though the magic show is like one of the best magic shows I've ever watched, and believe me, I fucking love magic, I was just staring at them the whole time. Because at one point, the magician asked for volunteers, and he raised his hand to go point at her, and then she was grabbing his hand down. And it's like, how are you going to be that comfortable touching another guy in front of me? And so that night I go home, I'm super sad. I text her, I'm like, "Hey, I'm so, like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm the most hurt I've ever been in this relationship." She comes over the next morning because